So good morning people, and welcome once again to, of course, your favourite cookery programme on YouTube, Cooking on the Corsican. And today is it's the 15th or 16th of June, a Saturday morning. We're at our moorings at Acle. We haven't been at the boat for a couple of weeks because of Steve's work commitments and other things. But today I have decided to do something for a couple of people have asked me to do something that's suitable for diabetics or people on a diet, that kind of thing. So I am going to show you a very nice pork dish, which is made with pork fillet. If you don't know what pork fillet is the fillet steak of the pig. So there's no fat on it. It's very, very lean, quite healthy, good for people on diets. But it's going to be that's going to be cooked, and it's going to be cooked with onions, peppers, and mushrooms, and there'll be a nice Dijon mustard sauce. So I'm going to show you how to make this very, very quickly. First thing, light my pan up, which, to be honest with you, I should have done earlier. And I'm going to use olive oil. But when I put it in, I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to use a lot. Steve, just show people how much olive oil I put in there. Very little. Okay, so that is our olive oil. I'm just going to let this pan heat up. Now, when you buy the pork fillet, it's about that long. If there is any little bits of fat on it, on the outside of it, you can just cut them off with your knife and then just cut them into little medallions. And all I've done with these medallions is I have salted and peppered them, but only about 10 minutes ago. Don't salt them and leave them out. Whatever you do, salt naturally draws the juices out of things, so don't do that. But just salt them maybe 10 minutes before you want to use them. And once again, as I always say, make sure your meat is room temperature. Now this cooks very, very, very quickly. I'm going to let this pan heat up, and these will cook very, very quickly. So let's just put one in as a tester. Yep. And there you go, whole lot in one go. And pork fillet, of course, is not as dear as it's obviously not as dear as fillet steak. I think a full pork fillet will cost you about, I don't know, between 3 and 4 quid. At one time, when I was living in Yarmouth, we had a pork butcher in Yarmouth. All he done was pork, and he used to sell pork fillets for £2 each. And at one time I sort of lived off them when I was short of money. We won't be going away and coming back in this video because this will all be done in front of your eyes from start to finish. Obviously the cooked breakfast video went down very well, thanks to everybody who watched it. I was very surprised to see how many people enjoyed it and all the nice comments. I'm just going to flick the first one over. And to be honest with you, they are kind of cooked as much as I want them to be. Because remember, as I said to you, this is the fillet steak of the pork. It cooks so quickly. So it's quite early in the morning. We're getting this done because this afternoon we're popping off to see our friends Alex and Lorna, who you did meet in our Mexican extravaganza video doing the enchiladas. So anybody out there who doesn't know Alex and Lorna, watch the enchiladas video and you'll get to meet them. They're friends from Scotland. They're very, very nice people. And they just got married. So congratulations to Lorna and Alex. They have been together for many years, but they did tie the knot a fortnight ago. Absolutely delicious, this pork fillet. I'm sure many of you have had it, but it really is, it's a delicious, really is delicious. Okay, that's enough cooking because it's going to cook for a little bit in the sauce. And to be honest with you, the last thing I want to do is overcook it. There's nothing worse than meat that's been overcooked. Right, straight on with it. In here I've got 2 small red onions and 2 cloves of garlic. They're going straight in. There we are. Normally I'd be putting big bits of butter in and everything else, but we're not going to be doing that today. This is a low calorie dish for people on diets. What's that guy's name, Steve, the Hampton? The older gentleman, Dungrafton.
Yep.
What's his name? Is it? No, it's not Bell, is it?
No. From up north. Yep.
Yeah, you're from up north. You'll know who. I just can't remember your name at the moment. But this is one for you, as you were one of the people that asked me about cooking for diabetics. Now, onions are in, so what do we always do when we've got onions in? We always add a little bit of salt. Again, I'm going to keep the salt content down. That's only about 1/4 teaspoonful. I'm going to keep this dish very, 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 very healthy. 1/4 teaspoonful of pepper. Okay? And I'm only just going to give them one more little stir. I'm going to add the peppers. And I'm going to add the mushrooms. That's full punnet of mushrooms. Okay. Now, because I've cooked with very little oil, the temptation is going to be, when you look at this pan, you're going to think, that pan's a bit dry. I'll just add another little bit of oil. Don't do that. I'll show you what to do in a second. once I get these going. Because we're trying to keep this diabetic friendly or diet friendly. So what I'm going to do, I've got some chicken stock here, no fat, very healthy. There is no fat in this chicken stock. I'm going to just put a little bit of chicken stock in, just in place of the oil, so it'll steam the vegetables in there, and we've added no extra oil, no butter, nothing like that, nothing that's unhealthy. People out there will be saying, "God, cooking on the Corsicans went mental. Where's the cream and all the indulgent things that we do like to cook with?" But not today. Today we are being healthy. And always remember, when you cook mushrooms, eventually when mushrooms get to a certain point, they'll start to release their juices. There's a lot of water in mushrooms, and your pan will dry up. But once the mushrooms pass a certain point, they will release a lot of water. So we shall just be careful of that. Now, this is at the stage here now that the only thing I'm going to do to help this thicken up is I've got a little bit of flour here. Okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my teaspoon and you know, that is hardly a teaspoon. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit about in there. Now, to be honest with you, that was hardly a teaspoonful. I'm going to just a little bit for luck. Okay, so there's some flour in there. And I shall mix that all through. Okay, like this. Okay. I think I might just use another little bit. I would say that's about a teaspoonful and a half. This is just to help to thicken up the sauce. Okay, now some chicken stock. Okay. Now for our Dijon mustard. So quick to put together, this dish. I'm going to put a nice big spoonful of Dijon mustard in there. It's quite a mild mustard, Dijon, so not a problem. If you like a bit of a kick, put a nice spoonful of, put half a teaspoon of the Dijon in, and stick half a teaspoonful of English in if you like a little bit of a kick. Now I'm going to return the meat straight to the pan with all the juices. Easy peasy. You think I'm Keith Floyd, don't you? Keith Floyd used to make his food this quick, didn't he? I'm just going to judge my... I think there's plenty of stock in there, but when I get it how I want to look at it, I shall tell you. Now, doesn't that look delicious? The sauce is exactly what I want it to be. I might just add the tiniest little bit more of chicken stock. Okay people, I'm going to put a lid on that. I'm going to turn it down very low. I'm going to put a lid on that, and I'm only going to cook it for about 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, I shall come back and show you how we finish the dish off to make it absolutely umptious without putting a lot of calories into it. So I'll see you when I come back. Okay people, we're back in here. Pan in here, Steve, so that people can see this. That has literally had less than 10 minutes cooking. Okay? And I've got it very, very, very low. Because what I'm now going to do is I'm now going to add some of this here. This is creme fraiche rather than cream, and it's low calorie. This is a large tub here. This whole tub only contains 600 calories. I'm only going to use half of this tub, which is 300. But this will serve 4 people. So if you break that down with what's in here, you've got a very, very low calorie dish. Now the thing is, turn off your heat when you're adding creme fraiche, because it has got the tendency to split. Okay? Once you've got it amalgamated in, it won't split. So there you go, there's half of that tub. And this will make this very umptious and delicious. I'll just mix that through nicely. The last thing I'm going to do is check for seasoning. Now this whole dish took us half an hour. You could have this dish made. And I'll tell you, if you serve this to your guests with some nice, maybe some nice couscous or something equally as healthy, I can assure you they'll be well impressed. And when you tell them that the calories in it are about, I would think 300 per portion, which on a diet, that is extremely good. Now there you go. Once you've got it amalgamated in, you can turn your heat back on. And all I'm going to do is just let that come back to the bottom. I'm just going to quickly have a little taste, only for seasoning. You know, that doesn't need anything else down to it at all. I'm going to leave that well alone. So there you are, people. There's my pan-fried pork fillet with mushroom, pepper and mushroom sauce. And I hope you enjoy it. It's very low calorie. So if you enjoy the video, you know the score. Go down, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And thanks very much for watching this vlog. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.